I would like one of you to describe the first time you remember seeing Chauncey's, your first memory of it.
That's not a good question.
Why?
Because I don't know.
You don't remember.
Alan, I couldn't tell you. It's a bar.
My first memory of Chauncey's was, what the hell did I just walk into?
Everybody was there, and it was right on the beach.
It was just a gathering place where everybody went. It was nothing really special. It was plywood, mud. It smelled, but it was just a lot of fun.
Chauncey's was synonymous with Long Beach in that it became a vibrant part of the community. It was good.
Bill, did you ever go there?
I was never there. No, I never was there. I was never there, especially on Sunday.
Sunday nights were the best.
Sunday was local day, professional drinker day.
The hour of power on Sunday afternoons. We'd walk into the bar, everybody would put down a 20.
An hour?
Hour?
20 bucks lasted
$5
all night.
was all day.
That hour lasted for a whole day.
It was like going into somebody's basement. It was like a casino in Las Vegas. No light, got in. There were no clocks. You just went in there to drink. And then you stayed in there and you didn't realize it was dark until you got out.
There were days that we'd be on the beach and we'd say, well, let's go in, have a drink, then we'll go home, shower, and then we'll go out. And we never left.
Back then, there was a lot more rentals. It was definitely a wilder time, and things were just a little bit more lax back then too.
It was so crowded, you were either going to spill your beer
You're like a
or
pinball.
get in a fight.
You're like a pinball.
Friday and Saturday nights, you couldn't move. It was packed wall to wall.
There were times you'd see bartenders coming over the bar to break up a fight.
Oh, there was always brawls in there.
I've seen
I did see
many
some.
a brawl where
Yeah.
It was a meat market, without a doubt. I mean, some people made it as far as the beach.
As you're walking, you would trip over people who were just, doing it on the beach. You'd see white heinies just going up and down everywhere.
Well, everybody had Chauncey shoes. They usually didn't go in the house. You didn't want them in the house.
At the beginning of every summer, I would buy a new pair of white Keds. By the first time you wore them there, they turned black. They'd live on my porch all summer long, and I'd hose them off occasionally in the outdoor shower.
You gotta remember, it was all tap beer. And they didn't clean the floor, so when all the beer spilled, it created mud,
The good old Chauncey's gack, as we all called it.
coagulating mud,
That was some nasty stuff. If you fell down, forget it. Just throw those clothes out.
napalm mud, just stuck to everything.
And literally, you couldn't get it off your skin. You would have to scrub your skin.
But some people came off the beach wearing flip-flops. Big mistake.
You didn't want to
You
bring
did
that.
not wear flip-flops.
You didn't
in
want to bring that gack into your
there. You
sheets.
did not wear flip-flops in there.
Flip-flops, you wake up the next morning, your feet just, awful.
Apparently, rather than separate urinals in the men's room, there was a trough.
Literally a trough.
That was awful.
It was a trough like I used to see where we fed cattle and or horses or something like that.
And sometimes they would put ice in there when they had too much ice and you got to play the icy game.
The ice would just melt naturally as the warm urine hit it, and away everything went.
That was fun. I like the icy game. I miss it.
It would be filled with plastic cups. And he was sitting shoulder to shoulder going to the bathroom, and it's spraying all over the place. It's nasty.
If you got lucky, somebody left a cup in there so you could figure out how much was going in and how much was coming out.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about right now.
I have no idea what you're talking
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, somebody left a plastic cup in there.
In the
In the trough.
and what did you do with it?
You peed in the cup just to see how much you.
You'd have to tilt the cup up. I didn't touch nothing
No, it was standing there, and
Oh,
it was.
I always left the cup for him, don't worry.
in there. Yeah.
Came from Ireland in the early 80s. I ended up working in Chauncey's. I worked as a barback, I worked as a waiter, I worked in the kitchen.
I was a bouncer on and off for 6-7 years, and you wore a red shirt with white shorts.
Tight Speedos.
No Speedos.
Basically, I was just whatever. If I got in trouble, I was a dishwasher. But basically, I'd be a bottle boy or work the front window, like just pouring sodas.
It was 3 square meals, all I could drink,
I don't know about that.
all I could eat. I got paid for it. I got laid. I had a great time. I mean, what better place than Chauncey's?
I'm taking what they're giving 'cause I'm working for a living.
Oh gosh, the music at Chauncey's. Sweet Caroline. West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys, of course. It was the Love Shack.
God Bless America was the last song every night.
That's when you knew it was time to go home.
The lights would come on, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
And that was sad.
The battle with Chauncey's to get rid of Chauncey's ran for many
years, actually, yeah.
many years.
There were neighbors who hated the place.
People just urinate on their houses, garbage, loud noises. They wanted it gone.
I think some people didn't do their due diligence and didn't realize quite what they were buying.
This doctor on Georgia Avenue, it was right on the beach.
When he moved to Long Beach, he bought a house close to Chauncey's. Then living there, he didn't want Chauncey's to be there anymore.
The doctor would videotape, and it was ridiculous. We'd wave to him.
So it's like getting a great deal on a house by the airport and then complaining about the planes coming over.
And he would just complain, videotape, call the town. He just hated the place.
It wasn't cost effective to keep fighting this guy and getting all these complaints and going to court and summonses or whatever.
When it didn't reopen in the spring, we knew it was the end of an era. First Monday, I didn't go to work hungover.
Liar. Then you found me in.
When Chauncey's closed, I felt like the culture of the West End started to change.
For us, a lot of locals, it was terribly missed because those were the good days.
People like me started hanging out in their mid-20s, just kind of fell in love with the place. And especially in the West End, it's just a great community. Met him on a Sunday afternoon, playing darts.
What's your name again?
I don't know.
I really, really fell in love with Long Beach because of Chauncey's, and I've shared many life memories and challenges and changes with Billy and Garvin and everything else, and all the shit that we've gone through. Would have never experienced if it wasn't for Chauncey's.
Unlike a lot of the other bars, I mean, there are a lot of the other bars that, have a select crowd. Chauncey's really touched everybody, and not just the
And a
Long Beach set.
personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has.
Chauncey's had its own personality.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. People came
Its
from
own charisma.
People came from High to see
Yeah.
Chauncey's.
I mean, it was a great place, but if Chauncey's was still there today, I wouldn't go there. We were age appropriate for the time. If I went there now, I'd hate it. Unless it was a Sunday. Sunday I would like.
Chauncey's was fun. You rarely left there not having had the time of your life.
Dirt hole. That's what it was.
What was special about Chauncey's? It was Bill Holtmeyer's mustache. I know that's 2 words. That mustache was very special. I like that about Chauncey's. And I miss it.
It was great.
Legendary.
I gotta say, home.
It's a good one.
Great legendary home. There you go.
Cut.
Is there any other sarcastic thing that I didn't ask that you want to say about the bar?
I believe I've been quite honest and forthright during this whole interview process, painful as it was.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Time consuming.